Hi, my name is Natasha Neithamer. I'm a molecular biology major, and today we'll be working on Problem 8 in Chapter 7 of your General Chemistry Supplementary Problem Set workbook. So our question tells us that we just injected several compounds into a gas chromatograph. So those compounds would be right here. We need to predict the elution order by labeling each compound with first out, last out, or middle. First, let us review how a gas chromatograph works. Here you see a simplified version of a gas chromatograph. Gas chromatography is used to separate and then analyze compounds. The sample is first injected into here, and the sample can be any number of compounds. In our case, we have 3 types of compounds, and so represent them with different colors. Once injected, the sample gets heated up by the column oven. In fact, the sample is heated up to the point where it starts to vaporize. And this is one component, vaporizing. And so if these 3 molecules are in fact different, then they are all going to start vaporizing at a different time, depending on what their boiling point is. And boiling points are properties of individual molecules. We'll go over those properties a little later in the video. So the molecule that vaporizes first will have the lowest boiling point, and it will be pushed through this column as an inert gas. And eventually, it'll hit a sensor that is connected to your computer and which will show up as a spike. And so when these other molecules turn into a gas, they will eventually make their way through the column and also be picked up by the computer and generated as a spike at a specific time point. Going back to the original question, the first thing you should look at are the intermolecular forces of each compound. What should first stand out to you is that molecule 1 is capable of hydrogen bonding. Having the strongest intermolecular force, there is a good chance that this one will elute last. The next factor that affects the elution order is the molecular weight. There are more bonds to break, resulting in a higher boiling point and a longer elution time. So this first molecule has 4 carbons and 2 oxygens. The second has 4 carbons, and the third has 5 carbons and 1 oxygen. The first molecule has a slightly higher molecular weight than the third molecule, and that gives us another reason to think it will elute last. The last thing to look at is the shape of the molecule. A molecule that is less branched has a higher boiling point and therefore takes longer to elute. This is due to the molecules being able to pack together more tightly, resulting in more energy needed to be broken apart. This third molecule is in a ring-shaped form. This has the same effect of being more branched, as it cannot pack as tightly as these other molecules that are pretty straight. So we found that molecule 1 can hydrogen bond and has the highest molecular weight, and as a result, this molecule will elute last. Molecule 2 has the smallest molecular weight and is pretty straight, and molecule 3 is a ring and has oxygen that makes it more polar. Between these last 2 molecules, molecule 2 should elute first, and 3 second. This is due to 3 having a higher molecular weight and containing an oxygen that makes it polar. This is the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching and hope it helped.